Okay, so I want to show you how slowing down can actually give you more focus, more energy, and more resilience. It might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful shifts I've made in my own life. And I can promise you this: slowing down won't make you fall behind, it will help you live stronger. So, I spent more than 20 years working as a communicator in broadcasting and media, an industry that never slows down. Deadlines, live shows, constant pressure. For a long time, I believed that speed was strength, that if I pushed harder, I'd get further. But the truth is, it nearly wore me out. And it wasn't until I started experimenting with slowing down that I discovered something different. My focus sharpened, my energy came back, my relationships deepened. That's what I want to share with you today. Not just theory, but what I've lived. And how you can use the same principles to bring more strength into your own everyday life. We're told strength means always moving, always producing, always saying yes. But here's the paradox. When you never pause, you don't get stronger. You just get tired. Real strength is setting your own pace and having the courage to honor it. Because when you move with intention instead of rushing on autopilot, you don't lose ground. You gain depth, you gain clarity, and that's where true resilience comes from. Think of an athlete. Training hard is important, but so is recovery. The pause isn't weakness, it's where strength is built. Since I started living slower, here's what I've noticed. Clarity. Doing one thing at a time means I actually finish. My mind feels sharper, not scattered. Energy, short pauses, a walk, a deep breath, even sitting quietly without my phone, refills me more than another hour of rushing ever could. Presence, moving slower lets me connect more with people I love, with nature, and with myself. And finally, resilience. Slowing down gives me space between what happens and how I respond. And that space changes everything. Imagine what your life would feel like if you carried even one of these into tomorrow. Of course, slowing down isn't easy. It can feel rebellious, because when everyone else is sprinting, choosing a gentler pace feels like stepping off the road. And sometimes it stirs up guilt. You sit still and immediately think, I should be doing something. I should be catching up. That inner voice, the one that tells you you're lazy or unproductive, is one of the hardest to quiet. But here's what I've learned. Rushing doesn't make that voice go away. It only makes it louder. It's only when you slow down that you realize you were never behind in the first place. The race you thought you were running, most of it was in your head. Slowing down doesn't make you less capable. It makes you more available to your life, your people, and your own growth. Here's a question that changed everything for me. Instead of asking, what do I need to get done today? I started asking, who do I want to be while I do it? Because the truth is, you can achieve everything on your list and still feel empty. But if you show up calm, grounded, present, even the smallest tasks can feel meaningful. Slowing down isn't about doing less. It's about doing things with more intention. It's building a life where your actions reflect your values, not just your deadlines. Here are a few self-development practices that come from slowing down. awareness. When you pause before saying yes, you start noticing what actually matters to you and what doesn't. Boundaries. Slowness helps you choose what to carry and what to put down. It's not selfish, it's strength. Reflection. Taking time to journal, to walk without headphones, or to simply sit in silence creates space for real insight. And alignment. When you slow down, you start living more in line with who you want to become, not just what others expect of you. And that's the key. Slowing down isn't the opposite of ambition. It's the foundation of sustainable ambition. Because if you burn out, your dreams burn out with you. So the next time you feel guilty for slowing down, remember this. Strength isn't how fast you move. It's how deeply you live. Slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. It means you're choosing to live with intention, with steadiness, with presence. It means you're strong enough to resist the noise and find your own rhythm. And here's the beautiful part. When you slow down, life actually expands. Moments stretch wider, conversations go deeper, joy becomes easier to notice. So let the world rush if it wants to. You don't have to keep up. Because the strength you're building isn't in the sprint. It's in the steady steps that carry you forward again and again.